Hello, what is going on, everyone? Thank you for stopping by to watch another episode here at All I See is W, where we talk about finance, stocks, and self development. Well, today I wanted to share with you some value add plays that I feel can add so much value to your investment portfolio. But before I begin sharing these tickers, I'd like to inform you that anytime when you do consider making an investment in the stock market, please make sure to always do your research as well and take my information as guidance to your strategic investment strategy. Let's get started. Now, the tickers I'll be sharing with you, there will be three tickers related to the biotech sector, while I'll also be sharing with you three tickers that are related to the solar sector because we know right now in the biotech sector, especially like in the cold weather season, you'll tend to see share prices of biotech companies skyrocketing, while in the solar industry, you'll also see significant gains on positive proceeds as well. And that's why I'll share specific tickers in these type of sector plays. Now, the first ticker I wanted to share with you is SKYE Bioscience. This is the ticker SKYE. Now, what does SKYE Bioscience do and why are they so unique? I'll share that with you. SKYE Bioscience is a biotechnology company that is based out in San Diego, where they're working on a pro-drug candidate currently in preclinical trials right now, intended to be used on glaucoma patients. Glaucoma patients develop potential blindness because of intraocular pressure increase in their eyes because the fluids in their eyes are not able to flow through adequately, and for those reasons that causes damage to the optic nerve. Now, what SKYE Bioscience leverages is they utilize cannabinoids and they bioengineer that by adding amino acids. So they have a drug product called THC VHS. VHS stands for valine hemisuccinate. What that does is we know the eye is hydrophilic, it likes water, but it repels against fats, and we know cannabinoids is considered a fatty substance. So by adding amino acids, it will allow for the drug product to travel through the eye efficiently, and once the drug product is in the eye, then the enzymes will break down the amino acids, and only the active ingredient THC will bind to the innate receptors in your eyes. Surprisingly, we do have innate receptors for THC in the eye, and what's so unique about SKYE Bioscience is that it's eliminated the therapeutic effect of THC. So if we know that traditionally back in the 1960s, it's been demonstrated that smoking cannabis has significantly reduced intraocular pressure. That's the root cause for glaucoma. Now, instead of smoking it, this company is working on having the mode of delivery be injected through the eye with just eye drops, and that's going to provide not only safety and efficacy, but definitely tolerability as well, and that will be demonstrated come second half of the year when the company enters phase 1 human clinical trials. Currently, they're working on 2 preclinical trials experiments just to continue validating the increase in intraocular pressure reduction, as well as this company providing neuroprotection. And there's no company to date, for example, Boston Lom, Merck, and other large scale companies working on glaucoma related products like Pfizer. There's no drug product that has an intended use for neuroprotection to prevent glaucoma. And we know that a third of glaucoma patients have normal IOP. IOP stands for intraocular pressure. So that's why once SKYE Bioscience is able to demonstrate that its drug product is able to provide neuroprotection, that's going to be $1 billion sector. And we know that glaucoma patients, in terms of impacted people, the number will continue to increase year over year, and that's why this is going to be $1 billion sector, and SKYE Bioscience will be working towards having one of the most effective drugs out there. From a product innovation standpoint, this is definitely a value add play based on the current share price at this time. And we're looking at a 5-year trend chart here. Back in 2019, April, as you can see, the share price did reach all the way up to like a dollar and 19 cents. We don't see it reflected here, but it did reach that about 2 years ago. The question is, can it bull run back up to that share price? I would say yes, because with the new rebranding of the company, as well as having a restructured team where there's a new CEO in place, Puneet Dhillon, and with its product innovation, while it's leveraging the research that's done by University of Mississippi. University of Mississippi has license to research cannabinoids for many years now, and from a federal standpoint, this is the only entity that has been provided an approved license from the DEA to continue to do cannabinoid research with allowance of growing cannabis. And that's why this company has worked with University of Mississippi to develop a robust product that can prevent and reduce the likelihood of obtaining glaucoma. And that's why I'm remaining bullish with SKYE Bioscience, because of the current share price right now. I do forecast that come the second half of the year, it can bull run up to the $1 share price range relative to its preclinical trials data being presented in Q2 of this year, while there's the experiments being run at this time in Q1 of 2021. So let's not lose sight of what SKYE Bioscience can do with the potential for it to gain on so much positive proceeds, and I just wanted to share this ticker with you. Now, the next ticker I wanted to pivot over to is a company that is based out in South San Francisco called VXRT by the ticker VXRT. This company today bull run by 41%, and it's so amazing. And we know that this company is working on a COVID-19 vaccine. And when we think of vaccines, we think of like injections into the arm, right? Well, this company has an oral dosage form. So rather than taking a bolus delivery through your arm, you just take an oral pill. And currently, the company is undergoing phase 1 clinical trials at this time. And I do forecast that it could be this week of January or week 1 of February where the company announces its phase 1 clinical trial results on the 40 healthy patients that had taken VXRT's drug product candidate for the COVID-19. But even without news, the company's share price popped today by nearly half. So that just tells you that now it's in the double-digit share price range, and the question is, can it bull run back up to its prior resistance back in the second half of last year, 2020, right? Here we see July 13, 2020, it bull run up to like close to $16. So it's getting very close to U-shaping up here, this parabolic move, and I do forecast that it can bull run up to like the $17 very soon. So let's not lose sight of what VXRT can do for you, and I highly anticipate that the CEO will announce phase 1 clinical trial results, and it's going to be interesting to see whether it will provide data on whether there's potential for this drug product to work against the newly mutated strains on the SARS-CoV-2. So let's not exclude what VXRT can do for you. Now, the next ticker I wanted to share with you is INO Pharmaceuticals. Now, with news today, we learned that the company had closed out its public offering of common stock and full exercise of underwriter's option to purchase additional shares. So the bad news has gone away, and I just feel like come with adversity, this company will begin to pick up and reverse trend. And today we do see a difference in its share price where it's gained close to like 9%, including the after hours. Now, we know that previously the share price hovered back up to like $35 back in like June of last year. The question is, can it bull run back up to its prior resistance value? And I firmly believe that it can. I mean, VXRT was previously getting close to like $5, and now it's back in the double-digit share price range. And the likelihood for INO Pharmaceuticals to pop up within this time frame of like Q1 is highly probable, and that's why I do have investments in this company as well, because I value its product innovation. There's about 15 immunotherapy DNA vaccines currently in clinical trials right now, where one of the 15 vaccines is actually in phase 3 clinical trials. Now, the key focal point right now is INO 4800, which is intended for the COVID-19. That drug product is in phase 2 clinical trials, and we know that the patients in phase 2 have already received second dosage, and we know that there's international clinical trials going on at this time as well. So it's possible that Inovio Pharmaceuticals can not only receive emergency use authorization from the Food and Drug Administration to allow authorization use in the United States, but also in international markets as well, especially in the Asian markets. We also know that ADVA vaccine had worked with Inovio Pharmaceuticals to allow the manufacturing of its design product specifically in China, and that's a billion-dollar sector right there with billions of people living in that area. So that's amazing news, and we know that the Department of Defense and DARPA is partnering up with Inovio Pharmaceuticals and AstraZeneca to leverage INO's proprietary technology DMAb, as well as AstraZeneca's proprietary technology, to come out with newly developed potential drug products using DMAb technology to combat future states of mutated strains with the coronavirus. So that just tells you that coronavirus may not go away in the future. There will just be so many more strains out there, and that's why this company is already proactively positioning itself to leverage its technology to develop robust drug products intended for COVID-19. Now, let's not exclude what Inovio Pharmaceuticals can do for you, because I know from a share price standpoint, people have been very impatient with this company. But let's say if you were to sell now and then it bull runs up, you're just going to get that FOMO effect. And that's why I have my investments in Inovio Pharmaceuticals at this time as well. Now, the next ticker I wanted to share with you is specifically in the solar industry, and this is Ideal Power, IPWR. Today, the share price had gone up 48%. That's amazing. And from a short and long-term perspective, I just feel like solar right now is the name of the game. And this company has very innovative technology where it's based out in Texas, and it has this unique drug product where it's developing proprietary B-TRAN technology, where it's developing this bidirectional bipolar junction transistor solid state switch technology that can be used in EV as well as in the solar industry. And that can just provide so much revenue, not only for this company, but expand the market for electric vehicle as well as in the solar industry. But that just tells you something, right? I mean, especially when the share price had jumped up by close to 50%, and my dad had recently purchased this, and it just gone up by like 50% just recently, and I just learned this from him, and I wanted to just share back with all of you here with IPWR. So let's not lose sight of what this potential stock can do for you, especially in this high demand time frame with solar energy. Now, the next ticker I wanted to share with you is Sunworks by the ticker SUNW. From a share price standpoint, if you look back in December of 2020, this share price was hovering at $4.91, and it's now bull run all the way up to $24. Today it's gained at about 6.5%. And this is a company that's based out in California, where they design, and you can actually design your own solar roofs, as well as this company supporting solar for commercial use as well. And from a share price standpoint, the fact that it's just growing significantly, we know that this company is going to become like SunPower, Solar City, like Tesla. So this company will continue to grow. And from a share price standpoint, when you just look at just the number of employees, I mean, there's 178 employees, and it's providing commercial use to California, Massachusetts, Nevada, Oregon, New Jersey, Washington. It designs, finances, integrates, installs, and manages systems ranging in size from 2 kilowatt for residential loads to multi-megawatt systems for larger projects. So that just tells you that it's very diverse, in that it can work with not only residentials, but actually work with commercial large-scale companies as well. And as you can see, the company is headquartered in Roseville, California at this time. So let's not lose sight of what this ticker can do for you, because I feel like from a share price standpoint, it can bull run up to like $50 come Q1 of 2021. Now, the last ticker I wanted to share with you is BlueSphere Corporation by the ticker BLSP. Now, I actually got into this company back when it was like at the 0.005, and it's bull run all the way up to like 3 cents, and then it gained about like a 450% gain on one day, and then it's been trending down to like 0.01, and it's now creating a base, but today it shot up by 26%. I feel like come Q1 of 2021, the share price is gonna probably reach 10 cents. And if you hold this long term, this ticker can definitely grow all the way up to like $1 in share price range. I've made prior videos on this company in terms of how its business operation operates. So if you're interested, you can search up my other related BlueSphere Corporation videos to really understand the business strategy and how this company operates and what's so unique about the company. I just wanted to provide you the technicals and just seeing this potential for the bull run to take place with the parabolic movement up forward. So let's not lose sight of what BlueSphere Corporation can do for you. And we know that just recently, I mean, the share price volume has been tremendously high. I mean, last week, the weeks prior, it's been in the billions. I mean, today it's got close to a billion as well. We see 824 millions of shares being traded. So let's not lose sight of what this company can do for you, because as what I noted, you know, the solar industry right now is the name of the game, as well as in the biotech industry. So let's not lose sight of these potential plays within the high demand sectors that I'm sharing with you. So overall, I hope that this video was valuable and that I was able to give you insight on value add plays that you can monitor or consider buying for investments. So if you found that this video was valuable, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe for more related content. Let's say if you're new to stock investments but you're interested and you don't have a trading account, I would highly recommend opening up a Webull account, and you can potentially gain up to 4 free stocks. So check out my link down below if you're interested. And also, I've created an online merchandise website. All I see is W to represent my personal branding. So let's say if you are an authentic follower and you want to support my channel, please consider checking out my online merchandise and making a purchase so that you can support me with my growth of this YouTube channel, and we'll continue to just learn from one another. And I'd love to hear any comments or questions that you have, so please leave it down below, and let's gain on positive proceeds and lead with an altruistic mindset. All, thank you for watching another episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.